Oh, the battle of the ages. Bradman and Smith. They're likely compared, well, at least Steve Smith is compared to Don Bradman. But a team of Bradmans versus a team of Smiths. Is this the way to settle the debate? Hello and welcome everyone to a 5-5 encounter between, of course, Team Bradman and Team Smith here. And we're live from the Adelaide Oval, of course, the place which Bradman played a lot of cricket. I mean, he played a lot of cricket everywhere, to be fair. Born in New South Wales, of course, was the Don. Steve Smith has the call, but it's Team Bradman who have won the toss. And I wonder if they're going to go on and bat. So the Don is going to bowl first. I believe he bowls some right-arm leggies, as well as, of course, Stephen Smitherooney, who bowls some right-arm leggies as well. But this is arguably going to be one of the last 5-5 clone battles. Well, it is going to be the last 5-5 clone battle before the World Cup of the Clones. The Clash of the Clones, whatever you want to call it. There's a beautiful boundary there from Smith to start things off. But coming this Friday is the, what is it? It's a 6-part series where the Clones will battle in a 2-2 World Cup. As I said, it is a 6-part series. There is 32 teams. And it is going to be a knockout 2-2 cup. So you don't have very long to really prove yourself as a side. You've just got 12 deliveries to make as many runs as you can. It's going to be split between 8 bowlers, 8 batsmen, 8 wicket keepers, and 8 all-rounders. And within the 8 players from each bracket, there will be 4 legends and 4 modern-day players. So in total, there will be 16 legends, 16 modern-day players. And it is just going to be an absolutely thrilling encounter. I can't wait till it all begins Friday. Stay tuned for that video. But at the moment, Smith, 12 already from this first over from the Don. How will he finish it off? With a dot ball. So just 12 from the opening over from Smith. Oh, shot. That's 4. Fantastic through mid-wicket. Now, both of these guys will be competing in that Clones World Cup. They won't. So that both these guys are in the Clones World Cup, as I just said. They won't face each other until the quarterfinals, of course. That's when the legends and the modern day players, the best of each category, will face off against each other. So the top bracket, we've got the batsmen and the all-rounders. The bottom bracket has the wicket keepers and the bowlers. Steve Smith's first round matchup will be against Joe Root. And the Don will be taking on Sir Vivian Richards in his first round matchup. Isn't that going to be something to behold? So you'll see that top bracket of the batsmen and the all-rounders, their first round clashes. You'll see those on Friday. Then on Saturday, you'll see the first round clashes of the keepers and the bowlers. And I think it is going to be a really interesting thing because obviously 2-2, you've only got 2 wickets. So while the batsmen will have obviously a bit of an advantage in the needing to score runs, if the bowlers get a wicket, they put the entire batting side under pressure because it's just 2 wickets you need to just minimise that score. Oh, tight single. Could be a run out. But Smith gets home. Now back to the matter at hand here. Of course, we have the best batsman of all time in Sir Donald Bradman and the greatest modern-day Australian batsman of all time. The greatest modern-day Australian batsman, I suppose, all times. And right now it is Steve Smith that is taking it to the Don. Oh, over third man, that's 4. Another boundary coming up for Smith. Finds the gap again over the top. I wonder if the Don will have trouble adjusting to the short format of the 5-5. And Steve Smith piling on a good score here. Oh, that's big. Does it have the carry over the rope? Yes, it does. Now, of course, both these guys technically very, very part-time bowlers. Steve Smith, of course, actually started as a leg spinner, but he's brought up the 50 off a no ball inside 3.1 overs. This is turning into a massive score here for Smith. Of course, Bradman has just 2 test wickets to his name. Steve Smith, the 17 test wickets, I believe, to his name. Probably has a number of one-day wickets as well. But this is just a remarkable score here. 50 already off 20 deliveries. Or 20 legitimate deliveries. And a boundary to finish the over for Stephen Smith. Oh, beautifully placed into the gap for another boundary. Of course, Team Smith has a little bit of a history in the 5-5 clones format. Played together once as a side, while the Bradman team has not played together as a side. Of course, Team Smith played Virat Kohli's team. At the moment, it looks like it's going to be a much bigger score than that. Already 62 runs with 3 balls to come. Oh, 6 more from Smith, I think. Doesn't quite carry to the rope, just 4. What an even contribution as well from both the Smiths here. 33 and 36. And another boundary. It's a 4 to finish it off. 74, I believe this is the highest score we've seen in 5-over cricket. Can the Don chase down 74? He needs 15 and over to get it done. Team Smith are going to make him earn it. So here is the Don. Cap on, ready to go. And a boundary to begin. Did you expect anything less? Oh, over the top, but there is a fielder back there. Good field placings by the Smiths. The Smiths. It sounds like some kind of sitcom, doesn't it? Oh yes, the Smiths. And this is Stephen. And a dot ball to finish the first over. Just 10 from it, so a good over for the Smiths. I mean, any other game mode, you'd probably say 10 off the over is a pretty good over, but when you need 15, it's a tough ask. That's a better start. 4 to begin this next over. Oh, that's full and whipped away by the Don for 6. It's over the rope. Oh, picked the wrong end. Beautifully did the Don. 4 as well. And after 10 from the opening over, the Don has picked up 16 within the next 4 balls. So he's got 2 balls here. He still needs to pick up, I guess, an extra 5 or so runs to be back on par. Well, there's 4 of them. That's a good shot. And can't get it through the gap, so perfectly balanced, as all things should be. None for 30 after 2 overs for the Don. Got to go aerial with this shot, Don. Just 2 from the first couple of balls. And he does. Gets it for 4. So to keep on par, Bradman needs 9 from the next 3. Once again, there's 4 more of them, and this shot has been pure class from the Don today. And a 4 to finish off the over. Keeps us on par for 15 and over. None for 45 after 3. This could be a grandstand finish. 2 overs to go. Smith trying around the wicket. Trying to keep the offside quiet, but the Don over the onside for 6. 50 partnership up for the Dons. Oh, beautiful again. 4 again. Oh, this is high. Has it got the carry? It's 6. And Bradman is officially ahead of the game. So almost a free hit this last ball of the over. And he goes once again over square leg for 6 more. The Don in position 1 as we get to the final over. It's going to be Smith to bowl. 8 required for a Bradman win. And a single to start. Is there another twist in the tail? Can Team Smith sort this out and keep him quiet? Goes over mid-wicket. Is it big enough? It's 4. It's now 3 from 4 needed. Oh, gee, that was there to be hit. It was a half-tracker going down the leg side, and Bradman picks up 1. So 2 from the final 3 is all that's needed for the Don to win the game. Oh, a little edge. And a single. We'll see 1 more run required from the last 2 balls as the scores are level. Team Smith must keep it quiet or grab a wicket. The Don goes over mid-wicket. Brings up a 50. The first time we've seen it in 5-over cricket in just 18 balls. And the Don wins the game with 1 ball to spare. Could you have predicted a better result for Team Bradman? Conceded 74 runs, the highest score we'd seen conceded. And then to chase it down with a ball to spare. Epic work by Bradman. So at the end of the game, you just got to look at the quality of these two batsmen. I mean, they're probably not the greatest two bowlers in the world, but between them, they went none for 152. Just pure batting class all around. The Don, 50 not out. The best player of the game, of course. But an unbelievable matchup. Steve Smith, he's pretty good. But the Don is just a little better. Thank you all for tuning in for today's video. And I can't wait to see you all on Friday for the World Cup. The 2-2 World Cup between all of the clones. Maybe we'll see a Bradman v Smith matchup as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.